Okay, guys, welcome back to session number 2 for the mini series in Studio One, getting up and running. And if you recall from the last video, all we did is, as the screen says here, we kind of went in, we got a mic line going in, quickly got Studio One up and running. We went through a couple of the settings. And today, what we're going to cover is we're going to put a guitar track in here. We'll just pull in a quick drum loop, a couple bars, and we'll get a line input from a guitar amp, and we'll get that going here, and then we'll show you how that works, okay? So I'll throw 5 minutes on the clock, and there we go, bang, there it is. And we start here. Okay, so first things we're going to want to do here is create a new track, right? So I'm going to go up to the top of the screen here, and you're going to see track, and we're going to add another track. And it's going to be an audio track, and again, it's going to be a mono track. You could do a stereo track, but for the sake of simplicity's sake here, let's just do a mono track. Okay, so I'm going to add the track. There it is. Again, we're going to hover here and we're going to pull this down so we can see our I/O. And by I/O, I'm talking about this right here. Audio is it's your interface setup. So we can get the line going into your mixer. And you know what? I'm going to open this up and then I'll kind of talk you through it. As you recall, last time all we did is we set up the Vox channel, right? So today we're going to set up this new channel. We're going to add a mono. And all you're going to do is here add a mono line just like that. We'll call this guitar. And we'll go ahead and stick that in there like that. And we will put that on. I need to see what channel I got this on here. I believe my mixer is set up for channel 7, I believe. Let me just double check. And it looks, yes, it's channel 7. So I'm going to go ahead and I put that there. Yours is probably going to be channel 1 or channel 2, but mine's channel 7, so I'm going to go ahead and stick that in there. And I'm going to hit apply. And so now it's lit up, and I can hit OK and come out of this screen. So now we go back over here, and this defaulted to the Vox channel. You can see it on screen here. It defaulted to the Vox channel, so all I'm going to do is drop this down, and now you can see there's the channel we just put in there, right? So I'm just going to click on that, and now it says guitar. So that's perfect. So now we know how that got in there. So now I'm going to get back to some of the other pieces here that are kind of instrumental in understanding this. So what I'm showing you right here, this is a USB, digital audio interface. Really, it's kind of like a preamp, right? So let me get a good shot of that. And it's made by Audio Art, I think. Yes, it is made by Audio Art. What this little guy will do is, this, I think I paid like, I don't know, $125 for this thing. Put your line in here. It will take a 1/4 inch, as well as it'll take an XLR. And so doing that, you stick that in there, and then you can set your settings here. You got your left gain. This is a 2-channel, and you got your right gain on here. And it's very, very inexpensive. You got a USB out on it, as well as you can have like an other line outs on it as well that you can just run into maybe a bigger digital mixer or something like that, or an analog mixer for that matter, or straight into your computer. So that's all you really need to get going here. Again, I'm using the PreSonus Live 24 channel, which is a little bit bigger, but they're all the same. They all work the same. Another quick thing that I'll show you real quick is the Samson. This is another cheap, I think this is even less money. This is about $75 or $60 or something like that. And what this is a direct box. It's just what we call a DI box. And this is great for, I wouldn't necessarily suggest use it for a guitar. You can use it for a guitar for a raw signal, but you're not going to get any distortion or anything like that. But this is great for bass. Bass needs a little extra help getting in, and the DI box is a great solution for that. And this particular unit has phantom power on it, which is great, and we'll get into that in a different video. And lastly, but not least, this is a portable, real small version of a preamp, right? It's got an actual tube in it, and it's a preamp. Again, this is by Audio Art, and it's got many selectors on it. You use vocals for this, guitars, keyboards. You know, it's great. Again, phantom power, and it's very cheap. Not cheap in quality, but just cheap unit to buy if you're concerned about preamps, because a lot of guitars, you know, going for that guitar tone, you need a good preamp, and vocal mics like this, you need a good preamp. My board comes with built-in preamps, so it's good in that case too. We're going to actually reset the 5-minute favorite clock here as it's winding down, but I wanted to show you those little pieces of gear because that's important to what we're trying to do here, right? So we'll go ahead and reset the 5-minute favorite clock, and there it is down below. And now we'll get into the track here. So go back to the screen, and so this is track 2. It's called track 2. Let's actually label that, and we'll call that guitar 1. And the reason I'm going to call it guitar 1 is because we're going to put 2 guitars in this track. And so I guess we need to make a signal, right? So you know what, before we do the signal, I need to put a drum loop in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, guys, is for the sake of time, I know the clock is like all over the place here, so I'm not really sure where the countdown timer is even at anymore. And we'll get better at that as we go. Okay, so I'm just going to drag a quick little drum loop in here through EZ Drummer, just so we got a beat to go to for our guitar type thing. And so that's all I'm going to do. So I'm just going to drag that in there like that through EZ Drummer, and it's all MIDI, so it works all good. I'll just close this out so I can get the real estate back. Slide that over there, and actually I'm going to slide that to like bar. Let's go slide it to bar 2 just so I can have a quick listen there. Line that up. Okay. So again, it's just a quick little backbeat there, so we know what we're listening to, or so we know what we're playing to. And let's hook a guitar up. We'll go back into this channel now. So all I'm going to do is, again, like I said before, plug your guitar into here, patch it through to your computer, and hit arm on here to arm your guitar. And as well, you want to monitor it, right? So I think an important note I should probably show you guys or tell you guys is you got to look at your mixer too. So I'm going to pull up the mixer here. There it is. Okay, so this is your faders and everything that makes it look like your board, right? So when I play this, you can see you got right here you've got a meter on the drums, and right here I've got a meter on the drums, and I can slide that down. Actually, let's slide this up a little bit so we can have a look at the channels here a little better. Okay, so that's kind of what that's going to look like, and I'll get into that a little deeper as we go. Okay, so let's we'll jump back into the actual recording of the guitar. Again, plug your guitar into your interface. If this is what it is, then this is what it is. Into your interface, set your levels. You might need to go through a preamp though, unless you're using an actual head for an amp. Okay, if you've got an actual head in the back there, you can see all lit up. It's an actual guitar head. Now, I'm assuming that for the sake of this video that you have a guitar amp that you're using, but you got to get it into your digital workstation with this, or into your computer with that. If you don't have a head, you got to go through one of these. Okay, the preamp. It's very important. Okay, so now we got that in there. Let's make sure that we can actually, pardon me, that we can actually get the guitar in there, right? So turn your volume up. There it is. There it is. Okay. So whatever your tone is, not really sure what your tone is. I'm going to turn on the click track, and how we do that is down here on your master fader. You've got a click track right here which says click on or off. So that's off and that is on. And so what that sounds like is like this. Okay? That's how that sounds. So I put my marker just on 2 on the second bar here, and I actually hit record. It will wait 4 beats before it comes in. Except for that one did not do that. And I don't know why. I thought I had pre-roll on. So pardon me. Let me go back in and fix this. Oh, I didn't have it selected. Okay, there's pre-roll 1 bar. Now it will wait before it actually kicks in to record. So I'll go back and I'll set this back to 2, second bar, 2, 3, 4. There we go, right? Now the difference between that, I need to show you this. Let's undo that. It actually put the cursor back 4 bars, or 4 beats, 1 bar. And if I can, I'll change that in here. And instead of pre-roll that way, I'll do a pre-count. So what that'll do is the cursor will stay right here, and you'll hear the 4 clicks, and then it'll start. It'll be like this. And go. Okay? That's how it goes. So what are we going to put in there? Let's get a feel for the beat here. I should probably do that first and just have a listen. I'm just going to loop it with the pen tool here, and we'll get into that in a later video as well. I'm just going to loop that. Now we're just going to fatten that up real quick. All I'm going to do is go like this, and I'm going to right click on there, and I'm going to say duplicate track complete. Actually, let's just duplicate the track. Right? We're going to take this first one down here, and we're going to pan that all the way to the left, like so, and we'll disarm that, and we will click on the second track, and it's already there. I already got a signal there. All I got to do is hit arm. Okay? And we're going to pan this one, and we're going to pan it all the way to the right. So hopefully you can hear that in your headphones. And we're going to do the exact same thing here, and this will really widen out the whole stereo field, and see how that goes. So here we go. That's it, man. That's how that's done. I'm Sean Eckert again from Adelaide Studios, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And please subscribe. You get all the, hit the bell, do the notification thing. Subscribe to my channel. Head over to my AdelaideStudios.ca and check out my website as well. And hope you're having a fantastic evening, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.